So Kevin Hunter and his life partner, Serena Hudson, are once again at it again, fixating on Wendy's cash, since they're currently attempting to blackmail cash from her strongly, yet Wendy is setting up an incredible battle since she's hauling this, and clarifying that she has zero desire to pay a solitary penny to them. Kevin better outfit and find a new line of work, since it seems as though he's going to be a penniless kid. I won't take a ton of time since you realize I'm getting close to home. And I let myself know I won't do this. Wendy Williams' circumstance with her ex Kevin Hunter has been happening for quite a long time as of now. Since they got separated from now, there's a ton of things that we can say about Kevin, yet one thing that we can't deny is that he had an enormous part to play in the outcome of the Wendy Williams show, man. He knows this very well, since he has not allowed anyone to forget about it since he continues to ring it up at regular intervals, and utilizing it to legitimize why he ought to in any case get provision installments from Wendy, despite the fact that he's the person who cheated and had a child on her. He, as of late, plumped down for a meeting with West Side Journal, where he discusses how furious he was that he was done getting the support installments due to Wendy's circumstance with her bank. Wells Fargo truly has been in a fight with Wells Fargo for some time now in light of the fact that the bank can find her admittance to her own cash. The bank was guaranteeing that they have a significant reason to accept that Wendy is of unstable psyche, and they need her put under brief monetary guardianship by the courts. Wendy is battling this for her clear reasons since she needs our cash, and she's been not able to get to it. And in the event that she can't get to it, well, it influences Kevin, too, on the grounds that it implies that he is done getting his concurred installments. According to the support arrangement in the meeting, he said as the spouse for 20 or more years, and the maker of the Wendy Williams show, I was qualified for my half of all that we had, very much like some other couple separating from. I went to the table sincerely, and we arrived at my thought process was a friendly separation. As a matter of fact, it was one of the quickest VIP separates ever. I had an inclination that Wendy's Wells Fargo counsel was looking for trouble, yet I was prompted by my lawyers that all was great. Well, in February of this current year, Wells Fargo chose to quit paying me what was concurred. I'm like, how should you, the bank, quit paying me out of nowhere? I mean, fair sufficient. He's furious, yet one thing that he is advantageously neglecting to specify is the way that his concurrence with Wendy states that in the event that Wendy isn't working, or on the other hand, on the off chance that she leaves the show, the sum she pays him as divorce settlement will be decreased or going to shut down altogether. And as we as a whole realize, she hasn't been working for quite a while now because of both her psychological and actual well-being. So I feel that this is the genuine explanation. Wells Fargo really quit paying Kevin his cash. However, at that point, he began discussing Wendy and how it was somewhat clear that he was more worried about his missed installments than about Breezy State or her circumstance with Wells Fargo. Listen, he is about his cash, he said. Wendy was in rehabbing these individuals, recently quit keeping my cash pure and simple. Presently, I'm requesting to see all the bank records from the hour of the separation as of not long ago, and that will show what is truly happening. These individuals have attempted to starve me out toward the day's end. I brought in that cash, and I'm not allowing them to take it, he proceeded, with I will just put something aside until further notice. That it makes me extremely upset to see what is befalling her. I know she's not in a decent spot, and she is encircled by individuals who are exploiting her condition, including this supposed guardianship. And when he said starve, he implied that in a real sense, on the grounds that in another meeting, he guaranteed that he and his new family endure exclusively on his own service. He said, I have fallen behind on the majority of my bills. I as of now live locally that requires installments from the property holder's affiliation, and I'm behind on that bill. In the event that the property holder's affiliation expenses are not paid, dispossession will before long follow. My vehicle insurance hasn't been paid because of not getting month-to-month severance installments. he progressed forward behind on MasterCard installments. Since I have no cash since the severance installments were suspended, my life has been enormously impacted since the planes have quit pursuing the installments under our repayment arrangement. The way that I can't support my life and cover my bills altogether is very eminent to me. I can't cover my bills and support my everyday living. Currently, plainly, Kevin is solely after what he is owed, or rather what he accepts he's owed, and he couldn't care less about Wendy's prosperity. He simply needs her cash, nothing more, nothing less. This man and his new lady need to take on their own conflicts peacefully and quit fixing things such that conspicuous that they're frantic for a check from Wendy, particularly since she doesn't owe him, as per their understanding. Somebody remarked main concern. Kevin accepts he has owed this cash for remaining with the lady he never cherished or regarded. This is over the top. I request Wendy starts to have the ideal individuals around her who genuinely mean well and well-being for her. Someone else said a good man would make the best choice by finding a new line of work. Wendy isn't answerable for your new family. And this other individual remarked Kevin appears to be truly pleased to have Wendy support him and his new family, yet Wendy's policy, said in the event that she's not working, his installments might stop or be changed. And as per Asaurus, Wendy additionally feels like Kevin needs to find a new line of work and quit hauling her since she doesn't owe him. And regardless of whether she owe him, there's no way around it, since all of her cash is secured at Wells Fargo. The source added that Wendy has no sympathy for Kevin on the grounds that she feels as he did her grimy by undermining her spending her cash to fund his side piece way of life. And afterward having a child on her, she sees this as him confronting the results of his activities and has no large for him except for I'm hanging around for every last bit of it. And I think Kevin and Serena need. I have no cash since the severance installments were suspended. My life has been enormously impacted since the planes have quit pursuing the installments under our repayment arrangement. The way that I can't support my life and cover my bills altogether is very eminent to me. I can't cover my bills and support my everyday living. Currently, plainly, Kevin is solely after what he is owed, or rather what he accepts he's owed, and he couldn't care less about Wendy's prosperity. He simply needs her cash, nothing more, nothing less. This man and his new lady need to take on their own conflicts peacefully and quit fixing things such that conspicuous that they're frantic for a check from Wendy, particularly since she doesn't owe him, as per their understanding. Somebody remarked main concern. Kevin accepts he has owed this cash for remaining with the lady he never cherished or regarded. This is over the top. I request Wendy starts to have the ideal individuals around her who genuinely mean well